So when, all of this stuff that becomes habit, for me, it's definitely work, which can be masked as I'm being really productive and people don't see it as so much of a problem, which means I have to be even more aware of
Well,
it
it's
when
so
the
socially
balance tips.
acceptable.
Oh,
It's
it's
so
celebrated. Like
in my
busyness
culture,
is
in your
like,
culture, it's like
yeah.
you do everything. You're a machine. You're a queen. Oh my God. Yep.
Yeah, so it's totally acceptable, which means I need to be even more on it. But whatever it is, whether it's alcohol, food, shopping, gambling, porn, whatever it might be, whatever that habitual thing is, as you say, once we've had the awareness, we realize, and we've also looked at perhaps the root problem. We have an understanding that our lives will probably be uh, easier, full of more contentment and peace if we dial it down a little bit. But of course, when you start to dial it down, you feel pretty unsafe because you're so used to it being there. And I can that that I relate to that hugely. I had a day off last week where the kids were at school. I sort of done all my emails. I'd filed a book that I'd done a first draft of. Didn't have a podcast to do, and I was like, oh shit, I feel edgy as fuck. And I actually ended up doing a painting that I was really proud of. I still was sort of productive on my day off
Correct.
because
Like you're creating, but you're still doing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still doing. I feel really unsafe, and I can barely articulate why. It's something around self-worth for sure,
Would you like to work
but
with that part with me for a moment and do some
yeah,
IFS
go on.
together?
Oh
Okay.
God, let's do it.
All right. Well, I just, I love a seeker, and I love a window to jump right in.
I know. I love you being. You're my guide in this moment. You have been as a friend. Let's go for it.
Yeah. So this is what we would be doing if we weren't on the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So do we have some buy-in? Can I do some work with you on the workaholic part? Would that
Yeah.
be
Yeah. Yeah.
cool?
Yeah. Absolutely comfortable.
So first things first, I want to just have you just maybe even close your eyes, or if you whatever feels comfortable for you, you can look at me, whatever's more safe for you, and just identify what you notice about that part. I gave her a gender. I want to take that away. It may not be a woman. It may be whatever you want to see. Does she have sorry, is there a physical sensation? Is there a gender? Just spend some time gathering your attention. I want you to let this workaholic part show you whatever it needs and wants from you. Any images, any sounds, any physical sensations or words. When you're ready, you can just let me know what you're noticing.
First of all, can you hear bagpipes? Because there's bagpipes playing, and I don't know why. But there's actual Scottish bagpipes playing on my street, which is
A sign.
very weird. What the fuck? Bagpipes! I live in London. There's Scottish bagpipes. Wow. Okay.
I'll have to look into that. That's a
Gonna
mess.
look into that. So it's very instant. I have quite a lot of clarity around it when I really focus on it, and it's a forward movement. And without that forward, whether it's progression or whatever it is, without that, I feel like it's game over. It's all or nothing. It's I'm moving forward or my life is crumbling at the wayside. It's
Mhm.
very potent. I think the pushing forward probably has a slightly masculine energy to it.
Okay.
But it's really strong and it's forward. And if I'm not doing that, oh, I feel like the life is sort of sucked out of me. Um, so yeah, I can identify it,
Where do
and
you feel it
also
in your body?
I get a high from that
Mhm.
forward, and when that's not there, I'm like grasping at other things. Where can I get that high? I need that high.
So the high part is another part. So maybe we can just ask the high to step aside.
Yeah.
Would that be okay? We can just see that, go out in the garden and just like have a
Yeah.
coffee. And so we can get to know the workaholic a little bit more.
Well, the workaholic is like insecure. So
Oh,
the
that's
work
okay.
yeah.
Is insecurity, you feel that might be what the workaholic is protecting?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's a feeling of um what am I without the creativity and the making and the moving forward? What is there?
Would you like to uh, touch base on that insecure part and move in a new direction?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So let's ask the workaholic to just go outside with the high part and just have a coffee so we can get to know a
Whilst
bit.
listening to the bagpipes.
Listen to the bagpipes, just take a break, and let's listen to the insecure part. And when you just take a moment, just notice in your body where you feel it, or if there's anything it wants to say to you.
I think the insecure bit is sort of in my belly, sort of like an emotional something in my belly.
Mhm.
And um, there's a bit of sort of agitation or
Yeah,
frustration in there.
beautiful. Okay. I want to thank her first. Is it does it have a gender?
Yeah, although I think it is a very female, insecure, yeah, feeling. So definitely female.
Okay. I want to thank her for being brave and coming out so quickly. She did such a nice job of just being like, but I'm actually a different part. So, that was beautiful. And I also want to thank the part of you that's the workaholic for stepping aside. So, how do you feel towards this insecure part?
Um, if I really think about it, I do have compassion for that part of myself to and I want to reassure her that it's all right and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
But I think in daily life I don't quite reach that compassion and I go for the habit rather than
right.
going, it's all right, you're
Yeah.
cool, you can rest, it's
Can
okay.
we extend her some compassion right now?
Mm,
What
yeah.
would it look like? Is there anything you would say to her?
The compassion would, honestly, I would literally just say stop. Like no other words come to mind apart from stop. Just stop. Um, and I know that it would be very beneficial to do that regardless of the outcome. But yeah, it's like a very loving stop.
A loving stop. Beautiful. We've
Yeah.
got compassion. We've got a loving stop. And that's very,
Mm,
very courageous of you. Beautiful. Yeah.
mm.
Now, what does she need from you if she were to say anything to you? Does she know that you're
Um,
there? Does she even know that you're there?
I would say she just needs a break from all of that outside noise that I very willingly let in.
Oh, she wants a
Um,
break. She wants a break. Beautiful.
yeah. Mm.
So if you guys were to take a break together, is there a place that you would take her for a break? Like where do you love? Where's your break place?
My listeners will be very well aware of me having a deep love affair for the south coast in the
Yes.
UK. So I would go to the sea.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So just right now for a moment, can you just share with me, just maybe go inward for a moment and just potentially invite her to go to the sea with you and just let me know what comes up when you witness that or when you visualize that. Right now, taking her to the sea.
Well, there's instant resistance.
Okay,
There's
let's ask
like,
that. Let's say thank you to that resistance. Would it be okay if we ask the resistance to go back outside with all the other parts and have?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's a
Mm,
fear. There's a fear of like, I can't stop. Well, how can I stop? There's a big fear there.
okay, let's ask the fear to just go have a coffee. Let me know when the fear is stepped aside. Just for right now. This is just for this moment. Fear can
Mm.
come back whenever they need to.
Okay, yeah, it's gone.
You have access now to her. Does she have
Mhm,
access to you?
mhm.
What does it look like when you take her to the beach?
Like a big sort of sigh, like a big release, a big few. Um, yeah, a big few. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you for bringing me here.
Yeah, she's grateful. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel in your body being with her at the beach?
Much more relaxed, which it's a very interesting experience, considering we're having this wonderful intimate moment that I'm really up for, and I'm up for sharing because I think it's super helpful. But because it's in the context of we're doing a podcast, there's still a bit of, but wait, can you go to that place within this
Mm,
realm?
mhm,
Can you feel that relaxed? Wait a minute. Is that going
mm,
to be of
mm.
use? Are people going to think that you're doing your best? Are you doing well?
Mm.
It's a really, really
Right.
interesting.
The insecure part's coming in again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Coming in
yeah.
and saying, no, that's too safe. That's not safe because it feels too settled. Yeah.
But on a physical level, yeah, it's a great feeling.